Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Lego movie video game. Let's continue. So, last time we didn't quite finish everything that we should have. I just ran into a problem where I could not find one element. And now we're in Cloud Cuckoo land, which I think there's a couple of sections to this because there's the upper section here. And then there's a lower section. So I guess methodically I should just, as Superman, try to break everything once, make sure nothing triggers a quest or gives me a red brick or in some other way does something I'm supposed to do. We're getting a lot of studs because we have the score multiplier and the prospector pants on. And see, I'm wondering if some of these flags or things that are supposed to happen. I will have to admit that the inclusion of Cloud Cuckoo Land in the Lego movie did give them the opportunity to just have a huge mess of characters without there being any real reason to explain why those characters were all there and together. Let's see, this is an area, and then this is another area, and so he's just a character. And then on this ship, is there something to hit on the ship? Nope. We did use that ship to get to the other area earlier in the regular gameplay, in the story mode. So in the background, this whole section is almost certainly just facade, and I can't fly to it. Try to get all of these studs. See, and this vibrates like there should be something there, and something should work with that, but I don't know what that switch is with it. It seems like a fire ability, but I don't know what would cause fire. Come over here. Undoubtedly, a lot of this is going to require Unikitty. So let's go and switch to her. There we go. Alright, so that makes that. And then Unikitty can climb up this. I'm not sure if other characters can. So there's a fire character. Who would that be, I wonder? He doesn't know how to make fire either. Is it a Gandalf thing? No. It's just showing us this picture of red, yellow, and orange flames. I assume that's flames. I assume that's what that is. Let's see. Demolition guy, maybe? As the game locks up. It almost seems like maybe it's a hard drive access issue. Bruce Wayne, the ghost of him. Green Ninja, Cleopatra, Fimbot, Witch, Lady Liberty. Let's try Lady Liberty. Oh, it is Lady Liberty. That's one. And that might mean I know what the other thing is. By the way, there is an achievement to play as Abraham Lincoln and Lady Liberty. And we make the dynamic duo of the founding of the United States. Although Lady Liberty is really just a statue that the French gave the United States many years after its foundation. And Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president. Let's go and pull this out. We need Emmet to fix whatever this is. And there's another thing collected. So we know of at least 2 quests now that we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to find Unikitty, Jack-in-the-Boxes, and fireworks. I blew up a lot of stuff there and didn't get a lot of studs. I think I lost my prospector pants. Maybe if I switch to this guy and then switch back to Superman, I'll get them back. Nope. My prospector pants are gone. And it kind of is worth it to run back here and get them again.
Honey, where are my pants?
So, prospector pants. Let's continue breaking things. Getting way more studs now. It's really unfair that a DLC piece would help you play the game. But frankly, there's so many other criticisms I could say about this half-finished, very short experience that saying they sold you some DLC that lets you in is just at the bottom of the list, really. And you would have to choose still to put on the prospector pants. I think it's much more appropriate to look the opposite direction on the complaint here and say the game is so short that you kind of need to cheat to get enough gold to do all the quests that they're asking of you. And that's the bigger issue. There's a lot of things here that aren't breaking, and I could see a player having trouble trying to figure out what is breakable, what isn't. And the Cloud Cuckoo Land is too wild of a place. Just full of stuff everywhere. And I assume when I purchase these characters from the menu, they disappear from the map, making it slightly easier to play. So we'll run around this. How about we go the right direction there? So this locks right into place if you get it right. And that makes a giant bug. And I guess we've got a couple others we're trying to do the same or similar things with over here. So, little mini game. Looking for that one, that one, that one, that one. Man, I was just a little bit off, and they counted it against me. And so it's snake, caterpillar, and firefly. I missed it. I guess if you have a bunch of 1x1 pieces, you could probably make these characters. There we go. Studs times 6 for 1 million. So if I could find studs times 4, maybe I could purchase it right now. I'm at almost 500,000 studs. And it would be nice before we start playing free play if we had all the score multipliers, but it's almost a requirement that we at least know where they are. Let's see. Instructions are here. And we need to switch to Emmet. Another one of those. $500,000. Now switch to Batman. Pull this down. Switch back to Superman. Okay, that just leads there. So I don't need to worry about that. Ah, this is a whole area that we didn't even see. I bet this is the custom area though. Right. This is where you make custom characters. And let's see, edit. So pants. Not an incredible selection really. Slightly different colors, but less than what we've seen in other things. And the chest pieces are the real important ones, and you can see there's not a lot of them. Faces, still not that many. And hair pieces, nope. And there's weapons we can give them. A few different weapons, and that's kind of it. And a few different hats. So there's not going to be anything in that room. Of course, everything is now reset over here. over here now. And we have another armor guy. It's strange that there'd be two armor creatures, characters to buy, but not incredibly strange. Let's come over here. Get these studs. More studs. Switch back to Emmet to do the third Unikitty. Come on. Why? That's just terrible programming. Twice now we've seen them put a unlockable character right next to a item that you have to hit B to interact with. And that just tells me that there was probably two teams making separate versions of this and it just got combined without any oversight whatsoever. Which is unacceptable. Really unacceptably bad. That nobody is checking basic things like that. All they have to do is either put this guy in a different place or put the Jack-in-the-Box in a different place. So I'm missing one green thing to build. Let's go ahead and switch to Unikitty. Doing a lot of switching back and forth. You always do that in LEGO games, and they kind of need to fix that. Like, in some way add a button. Fast secret knock. Okay. So I will take that because then that means whenever I need to do a secret knock anymore, it should just give me a perfect version of it every time without having to do the cutscene and the quick time events. And that should mean more gold for me. More studs for me. Let's see. I was gonna turn on the fast secret knock while it was over here. Oh. Now I need wild style apparently. Only she's capable of climbing across this. And now what? Like there's nothing here. Ridiculous. Right. 1, 2, 3. I guess it's gonna make a stairs up to that. That makes sense. And then you would have had to use wild style to get over there. Let's fly over here. Just get all these studs. Here we go. How did we get back down below 500,000? Must have purchased something or not been paying attention. Wow, strike 3. Strike 3 on putting characters right next to interaction points. I mean, terrible. And there's no fixing that. I just gotta buy the con. It's almost like they're doing it on purpose to make you pay to activate other things. That's bad game programming. Just ridiculously bad. What if I didn't have 50,000 studs right then? I would have had to just run around, try and grind out that much. Alright, so this whole area, as best as I can see, has been cleared out, which just leaves like over here. And I lost my prospector pants at some point too. Seems like they almost disappear after a while. But I don't think that actually is the case. I think something else is going on. And let's see. Back to the Statue of Liberty. Launch. Switch to this guy. And fast boomerangs. I'll take it, but I don't even know what fast boomerangs are. Like, who has a boomerang ability? Is it Wonder Woman? I guess. And then if I come over here and turn on those boomerangs, it's slightly faster, but not really. It really feels like that was a waste. And now we're down over here. We'll play as Wonder Woman for a while, spinning around, smashing all of this. And this is not a very great place for a hub. I guess you could just run back up here. Interesting. Oh, I missed something up there too. So that's another thing to remember. See, this is a very restricted area. Let's see. Go and switch back to Superman and have a little bit of a faster experience. This guy's getting hit with water. And who is this? Emmet in the shower. Interesting. This is a Yeti guy. getting very high action music here. Let's see. Let's switch to wild style and see what happens when we climb this door with wild style. Seriously? So we're looking at the ship and we don't see anything, and the toaster doesn't send us anywhere. This doesn't do anything. It really doesn't look like there's much of anything in this area. Yeah. It seems like there's nothing. So back up we go. And we are looking for the third instruction piece. Hidden somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. The question is where. Come on, game. Let's try Benny on this and see if there's something here. Nope. We can't even do anything. Attract stud 600,000. That's something I wish I had. Where are you hiding? Instructions. Where are you hiding? Is there a way to go lower than this point? Why did it save when I walked over this way? Is it just auto-saving? Is there instructions like behind here on the coffee cup? There is a target here. Maybe if I switch to somebody with a gun, or Batman, perhaps. There we go. Found it. So now we need Emmet. So come on, piece, what are you looking for? You're looking for this. And then, oh, it's a little carousel. That's an interesting move. I don't have these colorful pastels. If Lego had a brick creative set of pastel colors that were like an Easter style pastels, I would definitely want to get those bricks because, yeah, these colors don't usually show up. Right. This would be a cool thing to build. Red brick detector. Exactly what we need now. So now there's no argument about where the red bricks, did I miss any. So we know there's one here, we know there's one there, and the rest of the map is missing none. And since I don't see like a quest or anything, and it seems like I've probably done everything here, kind of short amount of time, but like no red bricks getting pointed on this part of the map. So I think we could now potentially run back to the Wild West and then Bricksburg and just see if we missed any red bricks in that area. So let's go to the Old West, Wild West. So we do have one red brick that is missing, and we know it has to do with that, and that's not going to help me any. But this might. If this is a place I'm supposed to start a fire, then it is. I got it. So I burn down this place, and that releases the horses.
No! Stop! Come on back! No! I'm gonna use that horse to make my escape. I mean, that is to say, I was gonna, you know, I'll just hand myself in and save us all a whole heap of trouble.
There we go. Third gold brick done. So we needed the Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty here, to save the day. And if the game would just quit locking up.
I am indebted to you. Your services to this esteemed financial establishment will never be forgotten.
So, studs times 4 for 500,000. So what I need to do now is, because I want to purchase that, let's go get the prospector pants and let's run around here as fast as possible, just getting as much gold as possible. It shouldn't take incredibly long, and we do have some extra time anyway, so it's not a terrible thought. Right. Let's get all of this gold if we can get it. Try not to lose any of it. Looking for blues and purples in particular. That's got me up to 190,000. There may be places where it just would make more sense to like enter a room and then exit a room and reset this area. Like for instance over here with the chicken coops, that might actually prove itself to be more valuable an area to try to grind than just running around to everything. There we go. 240,000. $270,000. $300,000. Let's see. It may not be worth it to simply run around these areas. If I had to track studs, maybe then that would add some value. But the ratio of walking around right now is a little too high for the amount of studs I'm picking up. Now if I get to just 500,000, I'll go buy the score multiplier immediately. We don't need to sit here and try and grind out more, because I'll get more later. 360,000. Make sure we collect all those. 380. Is there anything over here to shoot or break? Get this cactus. Seems like these chests have nice payouts. 417,000. $425,000 as it locks up again. I could not imagine any kid playing this and being happy with their experience on PC. Because even as an adult, I'm not happy with the experience of this locking up. This is completely unacceptable. You can't make any excuses for it. You can't ignore it. It's just there, constantly ruining the flow of the gameplay, making you remember that this game has bugs. Video games in general are far too buggy, and having one that's completely broken is pretty bad. And arguably, it's very arguable, but you might be better off just having a game that's totally unlaunchable than a game that locks up and is unplayable but still kind of works and convinces people to keep trying. If this game just crashed, I would just get a refund. Or a normal person at least would get a refund. I may very well just keep it in my Steam library just in case. One of these days I may have to look and see if I could get like a MacBook and see if maybe the Mac versions of some of my games that don't run well would run better. That's an interesting idea too, on either a Power Mac or a MacBook or whatever. There we go, score times 4. So now definitely want to turn on that extra before anything else. And that puts us in a lovely position to now,
Eat back, folks.
we have a score multiplier of 8, so this 10,000 will get me 80,000. So one purple there is worth 80,000. So actually, if I wanted to just cheat, I could come over here, get this, get another 80,000, hit these here, and get another 260,000. Then run back in here, in, and then out, and you're back to the exact same place. So the prime example here of it may just be easier.
Back, folks.
Interesting, it didn't give me any studs there. A lot of these things are not giving me studs. Interesting. Oh well. Let's now go back to Bricksburg and double check if we've missed anything in Bricksburg. At the very least, we can run around as Superman and collect studs. So we have a red brick that is getting pointed towards us. This is good news. Where is it?
Love that song. I love Bricksburg.
Hey.
Oh! They seem nice.
Over here? Oh yeah, it's the one we've already know about. We would need...
I hope I'm not in trouble.
Wait a second.
We need 5 million studs for that one. And see, if I had attract studs, running around this area and just attracting studs makes sense. But without it, it's kind of pointless. It's too slow. I'm getting 800 studs for every gold stud I collect, and that's a lot, but not enough. So maybe I could get up to 600,000, I think, was the track studs, and then go back to Cloud Cuckoo Land. There we go. A bunch of studs here. This helped a little, not as much as you would have thought, though. There's a lack of blues and purples in this area. Right in front of the police station. So if it's just that one score multiplier that we're missing, we're otherwise set. Let's go and hit one of these. There you go, that's 600,000. We'll go ahead and hit these dumpsters. Do a little dumpster diving for studs. I'm glad you don't just walk into them. You have to hit a button and confirm, because that would be very annoying if you activated a load screen you didn't intend to activate. This alley area, again, might be a great place to build up and grind out your studs. And it feels like I got 500,000 easy here. Getting up to 5 million doesn't seem that impossible. So back to Cloud Cuckoo Land we go. Or, you know what, let's go to the bonus room for a moment. Like, going into the bonus room, I suppose, unless they've saved all of the studs I've had to collect, the bonus room, like, can I turn on extras? Nope, I can't. So, while I could get 1 million by doing all of this, it's gonna take way too long. So, yeah. Forget the bonus room. We'll leave that for other people. There's all kinds of, like, purples here, but without the score multiplier going on, it's pointless. So Cloud Cuckoo Land we go to now, and we get the music back on, and then we have to turn all the extras back on. Let's see, character studs on, resume. So we've got 2 gold bricks here. I want attract studs and turn that on immediately. So with attract studs on, Superman just needs to fly somewhat near the studs. And that makes a big difference. Although there's still only so much that does for us without us breaking more things to get more studs. Like, and that's the extra level of it that isn't probably worth the effort to run around and collect all of. The game is always locking up. So I'm at 700,000. Is that enough to buy this? Studs times 6 is 1 million. Alright. Let's do this. Can we get 300,000 studs with a score times 8 happening? We've got to find better places where more things are. Let's go up here. Punch this. There we go. Let's see. Come on. More studs. I need 125,000 studs. Shouldn't take that long. Come on, now just gotta get another 75,000 studs. Another 30,000. Almost there. A lot of grinding going on here. We're over. There we go. So we buy score times 6 now, and that should, with score times 4, equal 48. Yes. So a 48 multiplier on your stud count then easily starts you down this path of replenishing a lot easier and a lot quicker what you need for the score times 8, which is going to be somewhere between 5 million and 1 million. So if I was to guess, it is it's going to cost 2,500,000 studs. If I was just to pick a number. But that's not a big deal. Alright, so we have, I'm going to experiment here. Emmet as a woodsman, we purchase him, and he goes here, right? And then he disappears. And then this guy's panda guy. So if I, instead of purchasing him that way, find him over in the collection. Where is he? Panda guy, panda guy, panda guy, where are you? Well, I know what a caveman is. Panda guy. We purchase him, he just disappears. So the area would get emptier and emptier, which would mean slightly less lagging. Theoretically, at least. But it's the firefly effects, and it's a little bit of everything seems to combine together to cause the problems. So where are we now? We're done with this recording, I know that much. We're at 49.9%. We will unlock more by purchasing characters at the end. We have 487,000 studs, which we need to get that up to 2.5 million, which shouldn't be that difficult now that we have 3 of the 5 score multipliers. We have 14 of 20 red bricks, which is a little odd because that means that the tower is going to have 6 red bricks in it, which seems a little high. And then after we get those red bricks, which is all we're kind of doing right now, then we will be able to start playing the levels in free play and getting all the golden instructions because we have that indicator, and getting the special bars filled up absolutely because we have all the score multipliers, and we have the pants detector, so we'll get the remaining 13 pants, and that will get us the remaining 35 gold bricks. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can go to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.